The Ben Johnson train for the Chicago Bears has officially gone in motion. Ben Johnson, the Lions offensive coordinator, had very high praise for Bears rookie quarterback Caleb Williams ahead of the Bears versus Lions game this Sunday at Soldier Field. We all know that Ben Johnson is the top candidate for the Chicago Bears position in 2025, and rightfully so. I'm going to break down why not only is he going to be a great head coach, but some of the recent comments that he has made, along with what Caleb Williams could be in 2025 with Johnson leading the way of this offense. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Now, before I begin today's show, hit that like button if you think Ben Johnson would be a great head coach for the Chicago Bears, along with commenting yes or no on where you stand in wanting Ben Johnson. And if you haven't already, if you please could, hit that subscribe button. And if you do all three, you enter to potentially win some Bears tickets for tomorrow's Bears versus Lions game. All you got to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment on it. Winner will be announced at 5 p.m. Central Time on the community page. So Ben Johnson really likes Caleb Williams. Ben Johnson was asked on Friday during the Lions presser about his thoughts of Bears rookie quarterback Caleb Williams. And Johnson talked about how clearly he has seen film on the kid, especially watching other division matchups that have already happened, along with just seeing highlights across social media. And he got to see Caleb Williams in person this past Thanksgiving in Detroit, where he was very impressed. Johnson said, quote, "No question, this guy is talented. He's got quite a fastball. You can hear it going by you while you're on the sideline. He has some creativity to him as well, and that makes him special," unquote. So Johnson talked about Williams as very gifted overall, which we all know that, and is a solid football player with a lot of potential. And a coach saying that, that's kind of him hinting, I want to get a crack at this guy and see what I can definitely unlock with him. Something Johnson also said with a smile, as we know he can do more for Caleb Williams. And then on top of that, he said, quote, "He's been impressive from afar after reviewing game footage and highlights of him through social media," unquote. So, I mean, Johnson sees the potential in Caleb Williams. We all do too, which is huge, as that is what we need in someone, and to see it and know that they can unlock him even more. Look what Ben Johnson has done for Jared Goff, who was a good quarterback coming into the NFL, but has now become a great quarterback and literally revamped his career years into it, which is very hard to do. Goff this year with the Detroit Lions has a 71.4 completion percentage, along with almost 3,800 passing yards, 30 passing touchdowns, 10 interceptions, which 5 of them came in one game, by the way, and then a 110.4 passer rating on average throughout the season, not just in one game. Johnson has practically saved Jared Goff's career. In fact, made him over a $200 million man. And in my opinion, that's impressive considering Goff was in Sean McVay's offense before, who is known as the other offensive guru in the league. But McVay couldn't do that with Goff. That is exactly what Ben Johnson did. He made Goff go to that next level as a quarterback. And he had just as many weapons as he had in LA as he does in Detroit. So it's overall a lot of impressive stuff that he's done with Jared Goff. And what he could do with Caleb Williams too. Caleb Williams, keep in mind, with a mess of this year that he's had, on pace to finish 5th in Bears history with the most passing yards by a Bears quarterback. And he's a rookie. But on top of that, too, he's had the worst offensive line in team history. 3 different offensive coordinators this year, 2 head coaches, locker room drama, and a big losing streak, along with dealing with the pressure of being the Chicago Bears quarterback and the #1 overall pick. Overall, a lot of mental drama, physical drama as well, as this kid just keeps getting popped, and he still gets it done. So overall, I think that Ben Johnson coming in, this is what we need. And this isn't the first time he's talked highly of Caleb Williams before. So it's a good sign when your potential future head coach is already talking about your potential future of your franchise in Caleb Williams. And I'm pretty pumped about it to hear that these two could be a big, big issue together. In a good way, by the way. Let's quickly go into the Bears injury report today. Unfortunately, there was some bad news, but there is some good news as well, according to Bears PR. Looking at the list right now, Ryan Bates is still out with a concussion. Please put some thoughts in for him. Travis Homer, who suffered a hamstring injury on Friday, is doubtful for this upcoming Sunday's game. Jalen Johnson had an illness. He is questionable. Javon Dexter Sr., Tevin Jenkins, and Braxton Jones, all limited or full, are also questionable. But Rashawn Johnson will be back, along with Darrell Taylor and Mercedes Lewis, who's just old and doesn't practice. But at the end of the day, good news for the Chicago Bears. You need these guys back to bring back the energy And I'm very pumped to see, especially Rashawn Johnson in the goal line situations, because he'll remind Doug Kramer to check in. Now, before I get into the final segment of today's show, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Authentico Organic Tequila, a Chicago-based startup and family-owned, making organic tequila in Guadalajara, Mexico. You might know them from Freshly Organic Tequila Seltzer. Well, now you can try the 3 different tequilas that are made in those right for yourself in your own drinks. Great for palomas, margaritas, ranch water, or just shots of tequila if you want to get crazy during this holiday season. I personally put it in my espresso martinis, which are absolutely fantastic. And you guys can absolutely try it today too. Go to the link in the description now to get 10% off your first order online, or find Authentico near you and try it today during the holiday season. And finally, our new segment for the rest of this season, our game picks of the week with our good friend Dan Richmond.
Hello and welcome to Fantasy on the Fly. We're changing things up a little bit as fantasy football season is nearing its end. I'm going to give you a couple winners this week against the spread, and I'm going to talk a little positivism on the Bears. First game I like this week, Kansas City Chiefs at home against the Houston Texans. I like the Chiefs minus 3.5. While the Chiefs are 5-8-1 against the spread, Houston's very up and down, and the Chiefs have their kicker back, Harrison Buckner. I like the Chiefs. Another team at home I absolutely love this week. Buffalo Bills minus 14 against the New England Patriots. Bills 4-2 in the last 6 games at home against the spread. Patriots' only bright spot is Drake May. The Bills have 53 bright spots. I love the Bills and Josh Allen this week in Buffalo against the Patriots. Hey, Bears fans, I hope you're on the same page as me on this one. I think the Bears absolutely have to re-sign Keenan Allen next year. Last 4 games for Keenan Allen's averaging almost 70 yards and 4 touchdowns. Keenan Allen is clearly Caleb Williams' safety valve, his go-to guy, the guy Caleb Williams trusts. If you want Caleb to continue to develop, you got to bring back Keenan Allen. And this is Fantasy on the Fly.
But guys, bear down. Obviously, this upcoming Sunday's game is not going to be in the Bears' favor, but you never know any given Sunday. I just want the Bears to beat Green Bay. Make it competitive against Detroit. Make it competitive against Seattle. Just beat Green Bay to end this season. That's all I'm asking for, and I hope that the Bears can get it done, because obviously that'd be pretty darn sweet to beat Green Bay, at least say that, to end your season going into the offseason. But I don't want to be too optimistic. Obviously, this team is having a lot of struggles right now. I think Thomas Brown should take over play calling again, but at the end of the day, Ben Johnson coming in could help address a lot of big key areas of need for this Bears team, and I think he can get it done. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below as well. We're also about to hit 22,000 subscribers. Please help me hit that before the new year. We're only 80 away. To hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But with that, thank you, as always, for tuning into this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are all having a good holiday season so far, and we'll see you guys on Monday. I don't think I'll be live streaming tomorrow, as I might be going to the game, or I just want to watch it with my dad. But with that, thank you, as always, for tuning in, and bear down, baby.